And we are underway in Foxborough. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Second down, here's Strong once more. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's...
And then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Straight ahead is Strong. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Strong. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. On 1st and 10, Redding. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They get touchdown!
Calvin Ridley from 21 yards away. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. And they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And they get him down, but but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. On second down now. It's Watson, and some room to maneuver, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Give up the middle to Strong. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Meanwhile, here's his second down throw. It's
that one away.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Tua now on 1st down. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 82 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Play action, now it's Tua. And he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On second down, it's Watson. Ooh, the juke. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Tua now on first down. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On second down, a run with Strong. Finding space at the 40. And he's got some space here. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off play action. Redding. And he finds a man with a crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incomplete.
Off the play fake. Redding rolling to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Redding. He completes it to Ridley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Redding. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. 1st down, Miami.
Ready, go.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And some room to run now. There he goes, right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
New England's offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for Patriots. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Open man, the tight end Henry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On first down, Redding. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give to Patterson, running to the right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
A very quick pass to Ridley. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Redding. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll go. It's Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jared Patterson taking it in from a yard out. And the Pats are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks for...
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we'll We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Igbenogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted to continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On third down, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On third down, Watson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Redding, and it's caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Pats are going to have great field. pass is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Off play action. Redding. They'll roll him out right. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Looking to throw. Redding. This is caught. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Stevenson, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Again, Stevenson, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Redding. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne from 3 yards out. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll give it to Strong. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah now with his second sack here on opening night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Kick catch interference.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a give right side. It's Watson. Down to about the 37.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, what a move. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They run the counter. It's Watson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Watson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Staying on his feet.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
On second down now, it's Watson, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They'll start on the ground with Strong. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's a give to Strong. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. 2nd down, here's Strong once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Redding. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Throwing after the interception. Redding. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Completes this one to Thornton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Redding. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll look to throw again. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watson. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
153 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Watson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Reed, Smith, red. Blue, check. Check right.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun.